Microphone check. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Um, I'm going to kind of pick off where we left off yesterday. I I guess I need to go to the other channel. Go to the other scene. I'm Random Art. I stream mixed media and gaming, mostly mixed media on the weekends and gaming throughout the week, like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, unless I have some type of an appointment or prior engagement. That's pretty much my schedule. I'm still trying to come up with a consistent time. Um, that's kind of been a little bit of a problem because some days I don't sleep too well and it's difficult to get up as early as I would like to. This is that paper that I glued to the fabric, and I'm just gonna cut it with scissors. I was gonna try to see if I could find one of my rotary cutters, but I don't know if I have one that's sharp enough. Since I really haven't been like working with fabric lately, so I'm just gonna cut it with scissors. I kind of drew the lines based on like the height of this book. Like it's getting off just a little bit in the back. So that's what the lines are about. I thought that I might cut it. Let me see how that looks. That looks okay. I might cut it a little bit within the line on this side. Let me make sure before I do any cutting that I got all fabric, and I do. And it's not. I didn't put it on here perfectly straight, and that's fine. Um, that's kind of why I allowed for extra space, just in case I didn't put it on here perfectly straight. Um, so let me cut the other side. Like I said, I might go. Let me see something. I might need to clip this because it seems like it's kind of moving a little bit. I know I have it like folded like perfectly straight. So let me kind of clip this a little bit, and then I might have to fix that side because it kind of like moved a little bit as I was cutting it. So let me just do a little bit of clipping so I can get a straighter cut on the other side, and then I'll probably have to fix this side. Let me see. I think I'm clip it over here, so hopefully that'll keep it from moving. Like yesterday, we got a lot of rain and kind of like thunderstorms in the forecast. So if any reason you should lose me, you kind of know why. I don't know when it's gonna start. I wasn't aware that it had started yesterday while I was streaming. until I got off and went outside and saw that it was pouring down raining. Um, so we're supposed to get more of that today. Um, I always say that, and I kind of mean that now. This doesn't have to be perfect. If like this little stuff is hanging out, let me see. Is it all the way on the paper though? Okay, it is. Cause I'm gonna sew around this anyway. Uh, Still, even though it's glued down, I kind of do that so for decorative, just to add a little bit more texture. And I like strings and stuff hanging from my work, so I'll be sewing around this anyway. So like the little frayed edges, I kind of welcome that. I kind of wish I might, try to go with the scissors and try to get it to fray over here. I'm just gonna, for right now, cut that so I can tear it. Tear it off. So that's cut down. And what I normally do, which I'm not going to do it today, I don't think, well, I'm not going to do it today because like I said, I'm going to sew around this. Probably sew around like where my, I can't think of what it's called. The back part is going to be, just so when I'm starting to put the holes in it, I'll know like where that section starts and where that section ends. And I haven't measured that, so I don't quite know how large, how deep it's gonna be. I kind of want to like get this almost as thick as it's going to get before I start binding it, because this is just 4 of them and it's already pretty thick. This one's gonna always be thicker than the rest of them. And as you can see, I was like tearing off some of that paper on the front because I don't know. When I first did it, I didn't really love it then, but I felt it was okay. But I had a fan on, I'm trying to cut it off, and the temperature dropped some. So I said I was gonna like, since I couldn't really get the jelly plate to work on here because of all of this thick stuff that was on here, so it really didn't pick up anything. It was too thick. I said I was gonna use one of the pages, probably some of the medical exam paper, and collage it on here. I put the papers back that we worked on. They're probably not exactly how they were when I took them out. When I'm saying is I might have put them back in a different folder, but that's really not a problem. I probably need to do something with the back of that. Trying to see if it was one. Did I do anything in here? I thought I did. Oh no, I just collaged the, I just did a little bit of jelly printing on this. I forgot. Okay. I was trying to take a look at the papers, like kind of show you how they dried and everything. Very, very nice. So this is one. I don't know if it's gonna stay here in the book. I only put them like in their final order when I get ready to bind it, to sew it into like its permanent home. So right now it's kind of like I can change where everything is, and that's another reason why I like working this way. But I really like how it turned out. So I just put it here. I might leave it here. And then, like I said, I could still add some collage to this. And then this one, we just did this right here. I really love the way that looks. It's, I think I'm gonna add an extra page to each book because I forgot the last time we did a jelly printing session before this one. I jelly printed some pages, some papers. I think I'm gonna add some of that some of the stuff to this one too. I was looking at this yesterday. So this is the back side of it, the one we did. And then that's how it looks. And then we also did something on this one, mainly on the outside, but it kind of soaked into the inside. Look how beautiful that is. But you know, I could just leave some of the ones that I haven't done blank and just add collage to them. I don't know yet. I just know that I don't want them all to look like stark white and plain. So this one, let's see. We did this page right here. As well as this one. I really love this. I like this so much. Both sides. I really like how that looks now. I might do that some on this side too, but maybe leave most of the writing. I don't know yet. Is that all we did in this book? Oh, no, we did this one too. Just the outside part with these circles. And this right here. Let's see. I think we only did this piece in this one. Like I said, they're not like in their final place. I kind of put that together after when I get ready to bind it. I was trying to see if we did anything else in this book, in this signature, and I don't see anything. Might do some on this. But what I wanted to see first is how if the medical exam paper would stand up to being wet like that. Cause like this is an excellent paper for collage because of how thin it is. So I wanted to see if like I wet this, would it stand up to what I was doing yesterday. Put this over here because I will be using it soon. And then, where's the paper? I'm definitely going to add this to the journal. I thought I might add more to it, but I think I'm just going to add it just like this. And then, so, I just need, like 7 sheets of something. And then I forgot like the other day. I jelly printed these 2 pages. And I think I had already folded them so they could go in the book. So now that means I just need, see how pretty this turned out. 4 more sheets. So then I can add an additional sheet to each one. So this is the other one. Oh, let me do the back. I wish I had some more of this paper. This paper jelly prints so nicely. I don't even know where I got it from. But like it jelly prints really, really nicely. And then this one, and then also this the back side of it. And then I have them all, they're folded up because they're gonna be pockets. So it's like a ledger type paper, but it's fairly thin. Um, so I'm gonna make those in the pockets. Chances are I'll be adding still more collage to this, even though I really, really like it. Yeah, I really like how that turned out. But I want to do some more like this with more of this wet type of thing. Um, and then maybe like at the end adding a little bit of jelly printing like I did to this one, but still keeping it fairly simple. I might add some gold to this. I don't know, but I really, really like it. So I just took like these 2 pages that I was kind of working on. I think I had another one yesterday to kind of sop up the stuff. This one might work too. Thought I had another one. Oh, it was this one. This one got too much going on, I think. I don't know. I'm gonna start with a fresh one, a couple of fresh ones, and see. And then I'm also gonna like take some pages out of the other ones that we didn't work on. But let me start with this paper here. I was trying to find the letter thing. I'm like, I know it should be up here because I didn't, everything else is up here. Oh, I see it right in front of my face. I'm tripping. As far as like my head and stuff, I feel good like I did yesterday. It's just that my body's not as good. I'm trying to grab everything over here that I might want or need while I'm grabbing stuff. Yeah, my back didn't want to cooperate at all last night. It was very, very difficult for me to even fall asleep. It was hurting so bad. So I may not stream as long as I did yesterday. Even though while I was streaming, I felt fine. It was just after I got off, my back was hurting. So that's why I say that this is a lot more physical, but I enjoy it, but I can't do it as long as I do gaming. Let me grab a couple of clean sheets of paper, and who knows, maybe the clean ones might be the ones that I use, or some of the ones that I already have. I mean the new ones, not the clean ones. The new ones might be some that I use. So I'm just gonna kind of leave them here and grab. I like this because this picked up some of that gold that was on that stencil. So I kind of want to take advantage of this one. I want the letters. Let's do the letters first. And I'm going to pretty much use the same sprays I did yesterday. Do I want to add something? Trying to see. No, I don't want to add purple, but I might add something like the tea to give me like a different look, or the saffron. I'll see. I'm gonna pull them out just in case. So let me start with that green. want to start with the black. Let's start with the green. And the coffee. Oh, I'm like, what was I reaching for? I hate when that happens. when your brain goes blank on you. Like, what was I gonna do? Let's do it on the side, on this side. I like doing this. Ooh, that's pretty. Um, I don't really like make theme journals, but how can I put it? I do like to make journals like that have like the same imagery throughout the journal pages. Let's do the back side now. Throughout the book, so it's like consistent and everything goes well together. I'm gonna use the black. So that's why when I do this, I do limited imagery. I'm debating if I wanted to spray that with water. So that things flow well together. I kind of want this to go in a different direction. So with, like when you turn it going through the pages, it looks intentional and not just a lot of stuff thrown together. And I like to decorate my pages. As you can see, ooh, I love that. Before I put them in the book, and then the pages, not all the pages I have to do something with. The ones that I don't like what's going on, I'll do something with those. And the ones that I do like what's going on, I'll just leave them the way they are. That's why I kind of like, I guess that's what I'm doing. So if you was wondering like why am I decorating the pages, and I don't use just plain coffee dyed pages, cause I like when I bind the book for it to be almost finished, maybe 80% or more, because I don't want it to get thicker than it is when I bind it. I want most of the things that I do to make it thick to be done before I put it in the book, so I'll know what size to make the I can't even think of what it's called, the back part of the book. I know there's a technical term for it. I just can't think of what it is at the moment. I like this a lot. I'm trying to debate if I want to add some of the ink, you know, I don't know. I don't think it was just yesterday alone. All this week I've been streaming like extra long hours. That means I've been sitting up extra long hours. Like one day I did 6 hours, but you know, not on purpose really. So I don't think it was just like yesterday. I think it was like a combination of me trying to stream long hours almost every day. But at the moment, you know, when it's happening, I'm enjoying myself, so I don't want to stop. And when I don't have like a migraine or I'm not feeling any pain at the moment, I really don't want to stop. I want to get as much in, like I want to get as much art in, or I want to get as much play in while I feel optimal. So it's not like I'm really like pushing myself, but I'm having fun, so I kind of like to take advantage when I'm having fun. Um, Let me wet this a little bit. And then I'm gonna kind of just do it like around the edges. And then doing this, I really get like a twofer because the back, this bleeds through. I'm gonna take this piece and kind of sop some of it up. Let me see if I can wet it some more and push some more to the back, because I want it. I want to be able to see it, but I don't necessarily want it to be that dark. So if I can push some of it back. A lot of times, if I have a page that I like say this one I like on the front and I like on the back, I'll keep one side as is and just collage on the other side. So I still have like what I like, and then I still have some collage on the back side. So it's not completely the same on both sides. Even though this is going to be a little bit different on the back than it is on the front, as you could tell. I really like this. I like this a lot. So I'm gonna sit this one off to the side, and then I'll add some a little bit of jelly print on it. Yeah, I like that a lot. I kind of want to do another one almost exactly like this. Let me do something a little opposite. Let me do well, first we're gonna start with this sheet. And I think I'm gonna do the numbers down this way, and then that little like graph thing the other way. So that's kind of normally why I don't know. I just think it's a combination. I don't think it was like one day of a long stream. I think that's kind of why, like when I first started. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna do already. Well, not when I first started. Well, yeah, when I first started, I only streamed for 2 hours. Or was it 3 hours? No, I think it was 2 hours. 9 to 11. 9 a.m. to 11. But that's when I was really, injured. So I was home and kind of like doing nothing and getting bored. But that's at the beginning of my injury and stuff like that. So I kind of had to take it easy a little bit. But then when I first came back, I was doing games, but I was like splitting it up. Like I'll do a game, and then like several hours later, I'll come back and do another game. I'm gonna spray this black, and then I'm gonna add some coffee to it. And that was really kind of working for me. Like doing a game for like 3 hours and then coming back and doing another game. But right now, I don't want to play. Well, I don't know. I was playing new games and to see if I like them, and some of them I like them. But it was still some on here. I'm gonna spray this with water. See if I can break this up a little bit. Some of them I like them, but I don't know. I didn't like them as much as the other games that I've been playing lately, like the Flotsam, and the Oxygen Not Included. But I could do Oxygen Not Included and then come back and do some Flotsam, but I don't know. It seemed like 3 hours in the game, like Oxygen Not Included, is really not enough time. I don't know. Maybe it is, but I don't be ready to stop playing it. I guess I could say it like that. I don't be ready to stop playing it after 3 hours, because either there's a crisis that I'm trying to work through. Most of the time there's a crisis that I think I have a solution for, and I don't want to like forget, because if I stop playing it and come back the next day, I'm gonna spray this one on the back side too. I might forget what I was working on. That kind of happens quite often, and then I wanted to look at this one again. Oh yeah, I really like it. Yeah, I really like it. So I kind of like that one. Let's see if we can make this one less of a mess. I don't know if it's possible. But I'm gonna try, because it's pretty messy. But this just might be the side that I collage on, and then the other side be the side that I keep. Like, this is better than that side. I'm gonna do it again, even though it's like mostly like a black splot. It's still taken away from the busyness of this. This is very busy, and I think I prefer like the black splot, because I can always come back with some white ink or something like that and draw in that, or doodle in that, or something like that. I kind of want to play with this one, because this is just some of that black ink. I had some of the pages folded, and I was like dipping it in black ink, you know, like I did yesterday. Oh, it's what do you call it? Ad break time. Drink some water. I was saying that this is just some of this black Sumi ink, and I had another piece that was folded like the one I showed you yesterday, and I was just like kind of dipping it in black ink. So that's all this is. Trying to debate what I wanted to do with it. Let's just do some coffee, since I already have some black ink on here. Oh, I'm tripping. I was supposed to be doing all of this on this paper. See how quickly I forget? That's why I say, if I come back to the game the next day, I'm not gonna remember what I was doing. I was trying to see, because when this paper is wet, it's really fragile. That's why I was gonna see if it could stand up to the. Let me put this one under here. To what I was doing with the other paper. Man, I'm just gonna do some coffee. That's what I was saying. When I leave the game and come back the next day, I don't remember what I was working on. Honestly, I don't. So, you see, I started streaming it saying what I was going to do, and I didn't remember doing that. I mean, I didn't start doing what I said I was going to initially do. So, I might have to, like, I don't know if it's going to stay on this paper. Also, let me do one of the other things. Or let me see if there's still some wetness on this. I don't know. This might be too thin to do what I'm trying to do. So I might just have to use this on a jelly plate. Although the bottom part you can see a little bit better than the top part. So maybe if it's not so wet, it'll keep the impression. Let me see about this over here. If I can get any of this to, or is it just gonna be a sopping wet mess? I don't think this is gonna work with the wet process. I'm gonna put that to the side and let it dry and see what we get. Trying to debate if I should add another color against this black. I do like the way the brown looks next to it. So that's why I was just kind of spraying it with water to see if I get more of a watermark versus a color mark. Try to put some in this area. Oh, it's too wet, or maybe it's not enough ink left on it. See if I can. I don't know. This should probably. I'll probably just, once this is dry, just jelly print on top of it. Trying to see if there was still some ink left in this. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it, and it's hard to tell because it's already ink on the backside. Oh, maybe this is acrylic under here. I don't know. I thought it was just some of this black ink because it's not really taking the ink, it's kind of like repelling it. So now I kind of have 4 more pages to add, and then I'm gonna let these dry. Now I'm gonna add jelly printing to them. Trying to think if I want to add anything else to them now or just wait and let them dry. I probably won't let them dry completely, but just so they're not like sopping wet. These are the other signatures. See if any page in here I want to play with. Maybe this and maybe this, even though I like the I was gonna say, even though I like the rusting that's on there, I might want to add a little bit more to it. I know I want to add more to this. Let's just do the coffee a little bit. That didn't do too much. It's like this paper has some type of coating on it too. Let me see. You try the black ink on there a little bit. I kind of mushed out what was going on before. Oh, that did put some on here. Yeah, because it's kind of like this paper has some type of coating too. But even this little light thing, it's not bad. You can barely see it, but it's still not the stark white that it was. Spray this with some water, see if I can get some more. But yeah, it's like this paper has some type of coating on it. So I'm only getting like so much. I'm gonna keep trying to get something on here, but maybe if I just sop up. I don't know. That did leave a little bit of lettering. I keep saying I want to wait and see when it dries. Then I keep wanting to add to it. Okay, that's not too bad. And then you can still see like a numbering and stuff through it, which is good. I kind of, even though I only got like a light thing, I kind of want to add some more of the coffee on the back. Let me take this paper up before it gets all busy like the other one. Yeah, a little bit of just the coffee, even though it just left a light impression. That was like, that's still something. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna let this one dry. Let me see if it's still some more on the back. So I'm gonna let this one dry. So it just added a little bit more. We'll look at it again once it's dry. I like just this little bit that was added. I really just wanted to add something in this light spot, kind of like where the paper, where I glued the two papers together. I'm gonna try just to spray on this section down here. I don't know, y'all. I don't know if my back gonna cooperate today. I'm gonna see if I can get 2 hours in. Oh yeah, see, just like that. That made a big difference already. Yeah, I like that. Let's spray some water and see if it's some left to put on this side too, since they gonna be on different pages. I wouldn't mind seeing it. A little bit. I don't mind that either. Then it went through. It didn't really go through a lot. This is heavier weight paper. I'm pretty sure this is 32 pound. I was trying to debate if I wanted to add anything else. Honestly, I like just that. Yeah, I like just that, and even this subtleness over here. So I'm gonna let those two dry. Let me grab another signature. This one I know I want to do this page. Maybe this yellow one. I don't have to do every single page that has nothing on it. I'm gonna do this book page too. This I just want some of this lines with the coffee. I already know that. I don't want to take away too much from this like book page. Some type of contract. I don't know what type of paper this is. This also seems like it has a coating on it. See if I can get more copy. I'm really trying to push it in and see if I can get some of the lettering to come up. Oh yeah, I like that side better. I don't know if there's anything left on here, but I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of this on there too. Oh it's a little bit. And even though it didn't really make much of a mark, that's gonna be neat when it dries. Just that little bit. So I'll just do that side and I'll leave the inside. It's coming through a little bit, but not a lot. I'll probably make that like my collage side. And of course I'm gonna forget which book all of these came out of, but at the end, as long as like they have the same amount of papers in them, it'll be fine. I'll kind of like go through and kind of look and see what I want to go together. What I'll probably do is like take them all out. I might do that at the end. And kind of put, because I want like the same amount of like book pages or ledger papers in each one. So I'll probably do that. And then see if I need like some more jelly print pages in one versus another one. This one I'm really soaking up. I don't mind if it doesn't really what was I gonna say, if it's not a clear impression, I don't mind if it's not a clear impression. I kind of want that to run. Let's let that run. I don't want everything to disappear, but I don't mind if some of it disappear. And let this run. I wish I could get more of it to run. And then I come back and add something down here. I like this. And then I add the lines to it. And some coffee. I mean, with some coffee. Because I'm sure this is just coffee dyed. So I kind of add it. Kind of want to add it right where that lift off. It didn't give me much, and then I kind of want to do it again, so I can like have. I'm kind of making like something that also looks like a piece of ledger paper, kind of. Yeah, that's not bad looking. So I'm gonna let that one dry. I really like this. I don't know, it seems like the simplest things are the ones I really like. So those two, I mean, that one needs to dry. And I don't care if they like transfer to each other. That's really gonna be fine. Took something out of that one. I took something out of that one. And this one. Oh, this is the kind of stitching I kind of wanted to do in the book. I played around with something that I kind of wanted to play with. And then what I'm going to do is like probably on the back side, I'm going to put some, but not the washi tape, but some of that, the paper I was just using, medical exam paper or some tracing paper to like stabilize it a little bit. because I do like it, but I don't know if I want it to just be flopping around like this. But I kind of don't want to take away from it, so I'm gonna put something translucent on one side. But I really like the way this stitching turned out. So that's kind of like what I wanted to do. I might can do one today, but so that's what I was playing with this one day, one evening, because I had an idea based on some stitching I saw someone do on Instagram, but they did it on fabric. But they did it like really, really neater, and they was joining two pieces together. So I don't remember exactly 100% how they did it. So I kind of just did it how I thought they did it, like in my mind. But yeah, so I like adding threads and hand stitching and machine stitching to my journals. So I want to try to get around to doing some of this. I don't know if I'm gonna get around to doing this today. I would like to, even if I just do one. I kind of wanted to add something to one of a different page. So maybe I add it to this one. Do I want to add something to this one? The tea stain, maybe like I did with that lettering just right here. Let's see. Cause I don't mind like maybe adding some to two of the pages. But I kind of want to do some of that stitching. Even if I don't do that where I add something on the end. I have another idea of some stitching that I want to do. I'm gonna do the thing like where I just added like the lettering across the edge. That kind of seeing something that I wanted to do kind of got me at like off track. So I'm gonna add this to this, just so I'll have something. This is one of the tea bag dyed paper. Yeah, so just something like this, so it's not so empty. Even though all of this yummy texture from the tea dyeing is a lot. You know what? Speaking of which, I don't know. I think I like these folds. Let me add some of this lineage. I think that'll complement what's already going on, even if it's just a little bit. If you wasn't here when I did the tea staining on stream, it really didn't add too much. But I think when it dry, you'll see it added a little bit. Trying to see if I want to add something to this side. I kind of do. What was I saying? Oh, if that stream of when I did the tea dyeing, it was actually like two streams. One day I did the dyeing, and the next day I kind of revealed the papers. If that one is no longer on Twitch, if it's not already on YouTube, it will be. So if you want to see how I did the coffee dyeing and the rusting and the tea dyeing papers, I do have a stream where I did that. Oh yeah, just subtle. Yeah, I like that a lot. So I'm gonna let that one dry, and then do something with this one. I love ledger paper. This one seems like it has some type of coating on it too. Some of these might be like reproduced papers, but I don't know, because I'm pretty sure I purchased this like in like a paper pack. So it was probably reproduced, but I don't know what kind of paper it was reproduced on, because it doesn't seem like the original ledger paper. So the ones with the coating, I probably purchased those together. Let me see if there's anything else left on here. See if it has anything else to give. Let's do a little bit in the middle right here. See if I can pull anything else up. Yeah, this has a coating. So it's not gonna really penetrate the paper. So I might just jelly print on this one. I'm gonna let that one dry. Like that, like that. These are the, I'm trying to see how dry these are, and if I can jelly print on them a little bit. This one might be the driest. I would just have to really be gentle when I do it. Trying to see what I want to jelly print. If I want to add some red to it, I'm gonna move this off to the side. Or, well, whichever one I do, I'm gonna add some red to it because there was still some red left on the plate from yesterday. But I was saying, or if I just want to do like a light glazing, I do want to add some white to this big old splot. I'm just gonna try to add mostly glazing, but add a little bit of black to it. And of course, we know that me trying to add a little bit rarely happens, but I'm gonna try it anyway. And then I'm gonna do like a lot of times I do, if I'm not sure I have the signatures quite how I want them, or if it's like I think I closed that. To try to even out the types of papers in each one, like I don't want to have all ledger paper. See, this black goes a long way. When I'm trying to add a little bit, that rarely happens. So I'll show you like how I do that to like even everything out. Trying to get to that stencil from yesterday. Add a little bit of texture to this. And then I'm gonna probably jelly print in sections because I don't want to cover up everything on here. Let's do it on the back to start off with, because I really want to, I'm really more interested in the second print. So let's do that on the back there. I don't know which side I like best on this one. Let's add a little bit around on this side. This is the one where I really don't like what's going on, so I can really cover all of that on that side, if I'm being honest. Trying to get more up. The old stuff is probably going to take a minute to come up, and you really can't tell much of where I even jelly printed on this paper. I don't know if you'll be able to tell on the others either, but when I add some color, it'll become clear. Yeah, this one, a little bit you could tell, but I wanted it to be kind of sheer. I didn't want it to be deep and dark. Let me see if I can get more to come up though. Okay, so here you can kind of tell because it was like nothing else going on. I'm gonna add this red. I'm gonna add it. I'm gonna take the stencil out first and then add it, but I'm gonna add it with a little bit of glazing medium, and then I think I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'm trying to debate if I want to add white to it now. Come on now. It's like I thought I peeled everything off the chip. Okay, let me see if it comes out now. A little bit, but that's enough. I'd rather a little bit than a lot. I'm gonna mix it with titanium. Probably too much titanium. I should have. Well, I wanted to add some glazing medium to this. I should have added some glazing medium to this. I guess I could say it like that, but I'm gonna see what I'm gonna get. And then if I think I need to add some glazing medium, I'll do it again and add the glazing medium. But trying to think if I want to go on the front side or the back side. Let's cover up this spot. Kind of don't want to cover the whole thing, so let's just add some to here. Again, let's add some to here. I was trying to get the opposite side than what I printed on the first time. And then just add some to here. Probably a lot, not a lot in this corner is going to come up. And then I have to be a little bit gentle because these pages are still damp. So I really don't want to leave them down there too long. So yeah, not much came up over here. Yeah, cause see, some of the paper is staying down. I might have to wait till it dry a little bit longer. But I really like the way this look, even though some of the paper did come up. So maybe I'll do a couple plain pages and let these dry. Or do some more of the, yeah, I like this. I like the way, that color. So I might do a couple of plain pages and let these dry a little bit longer. See, this one is coming all the way up. I'm just gonna have to let it come up. And it'll come up on another piece of paper. So it still looks, what's the word I'm looking for? Abstract. It might have been a happy accident, but I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'll hold further judgment till then. And then this, if I leave it down, it'll come up on another piece of paper. I'm gonna do a couple of pulls on this medical exam paper. I kind of want to, I don't know, I'm kind of all over the place today with what I want to do. Oh, fabric, fabric, fabric. I'm gonna get a piece of fabric. I'm gonna do this page first. I wanted to hinge those envelopes. Let me tear a piece of fabric. I wanted to hinge some of those envelopes in the books. So I wanted to jelly print some fabric to kind of to match the envelopes. See my fabric, and you can jelly print on with using the same paints. Just add some fabric painting medium to it. So that's all I do, is add some fabric medium to it. So I want to jelly print on this first. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the paper up on that. I'm gonna add just some black, I think. No, I still want it thin. Let me see. That's kind of fairly thin. I really just want to see if I can get this red up, and I'm gonna do it on this paper to see if I can pull. Let me let that dry and put some white behind it. But yes, those envelopes, I decided I think I want to just hinge them in, but I wanted the hinge to be sturdy. So I wanted to jelly print on some fabric so the hinge would be sturdy. Because I want the imagery to match is the only reason why I want to jelly print. I do have some fabrics, you know, like some hand-dyed fabrics and stuff like that that would probably work. And I'll probably use some of those in the book in combination. I don't know if this paper is going to come up now, but it might, because I don't really have a lot of paint on there. And this paper is fairly thin is the word I was looking for. Fairly thin. Oh, it did come up. So, since paint is like sticky, this will stay on there once it dries. The paper will stay on here once it dries. And then if it does come up a little bit, just put a little glue behind it. But yeah, so see the two little pieces of paper came up with it. I need to add a lot more to this to make that look neat. So, trying to think if I want to go like more opaque on the fabric. Even though I'm going to be using fabric medium, like the first pull, I'm probably going to pull up on some paper. And I just kind of add a couple of drops. I don't really like measure or like mix any paint. I just put a few, you know, some on the plate. Kind of one for one, but not really. This might be a little too much paint, but it doesn't matter because I'm gonna pull the second pull on the fabric, not the first pull. Pull the first pull on some paper. Probably right on here. Yeah. See if I can get a lot of it out. Oh boy. Sometimes I use the day that's like supposed to be my off day to recover. Sometime I don't. I'm probably gonna have to use this one to recover. Or just not stream 5 and 6 hours next week. I just be enjoying myself too much, y'all. I'm sure if you either stream or play games that you really, really love, this is pretty. You will understand how it is. Yeah, I really like this. So I'm gonna mix that same red and white, but of course I'm gonna add some fabric medium. So I probably got to go a little bit less. Uh-oh. And this is really, really liquidy. Now I'm debating if I want to add white to it. I'm gonna add just a little bit. Just a little bit. And it kind of doesn't matter. I'm not adding the fabric medium to make this washable. That's gonna be probably too dark. I'm adding the fabric medium so that it doesn't, so it'll be still kind of pliable. I think I'm gonna pull this on paper first and then try to get a lighter print on the fabric, because I still want it kind of pliable. I think I'm gonna try to pull some of this off and then come with this again and not try to pull it all off. Yeah. I don't know. See, because this was gonna be a real hot mess. Too much paint. So I'm gonna do it again. Try to use less paint. That's the thing with the fabric medium. It's liquidy. I don't know if they have one that's not as liquidy, but this is the one that I always use. I think my problem is, well, I know I'm not being patient enough. I don't even have to debate that. But I wish I knew what like my hair dryer was, because you can't use heat on the jelly plate, but you can dry it with cold air coming from a hair dryer, you know, that has the cold setting. This, I don't know if you can see that. You can see part of the design. I'm just gonna pull the first one on here. Maybe I'll attempt to be a little bit more patient. So yeah, I'm not really, because I'm not gonna wash this. This is gonna be in a book, but I do want it to be somewhat still pliable like fabric. That's why I'm using the fabric medium. Some people might use it because they want to wash this fabric after, but I'm just using it so the fabric could still be pliable. So it's not too bad when I over this. It's not too bad over on top of this. So let me see if I can be a little bit patient, because this is like wetter than it normally is. Take this off. See if I can let this dry. This right here, I really like this. This was another one that I kind of collaged that I kind of like no longer like. So I think I'm gonna put some of the new paper on top of it, so it can kind of go with the old. I mean, with the stuff I'm doing now. When I started this journal, I kind of had like a different mindset, and working this way, you can change your mind quite often, which I do until I get it bound in the book. Um, um, yeah, because I want everything to have like this going on. Yeah, so I want everything to be like similar to the jelly print. Um, that might look good on there. I have some more that I jelly printed on this paper that I might collage on the front of those two. Let me see. I'm 99% this is sure that that's still wet. Um, I'm using some silk fabric. That's what I'm gonna be jelly printing on. I'm trying to grab some of the papers I jelly printed not last week, 2 weeks ago when I first started this transformation of this book. Um, so these are some of the ones I jelly printed. Let me move this out of the way while it's drying. Um, this one I could probably add something to it. Maybe just some solid blocks. And then that one. I was playing with different colorations. If I can turn it where the whole thing is in the camera. So that one. This one I can also add some more to. But I like the way it was picking up stuff that was still left on the plate, giving it like a rusted look. This I think is the favorite one that I had. And then also this one. But some of these I can add more to today while I'm jelly printing. And I might just do that. I'm looking to see which one if I want to add to the cover. Maybe this one. Maybe I was looking for my ruler to like tear it. Where I think I want to add, where I want to, I cut it, like maybe here. I have an idea. That's why I'm trying to cut it. I have an idea of what I want to put with it. I'm probably gonna have to start it up here. Try to start it kind of on this line. And to be honest, I'm gonna stop at this black section because that's the part that I want. This right here. I'm gonna go ahead and tear this off, even though I don't think I want the whole section, because I want to get some of my other papers that has some of the different imagery. I think I want to do this like this. Um, yeah, I ended up really not liking any of that. I'm looking for some of my other jelly prints. I have so many. I was looking for something else with the green. Um, Let me see, maybe that one. Trying to see if I have anything else with the green. That day I was jelly printing, I didn't use a lot of green. Oh, maybe this one. Oh yeah, exactly this one. This one right here. Cause I kind of want to mix. I didn't let it dry before stacking it. So some of it is kind of sticking. And even though like the imagery doesn't really go together, the color does. So that's gonna tie everything together. I kind of want to leave some of the frame if I can. See if I can get this to tear straight. So I'm gonna kind of audition it and see what it looks like. And I kind of don't mind this yellow being on here either. And then I might go back and get some of that other green. So I kind of want this to be, should I do black up here and then I go back and find something that has black in it and add it like to the bottom? Or maybe I can leave the bottom. Yeah, I kind of like that. Wonder if I should put like one of these on the bottom going in the opposite direction. Let me cut it and see how it looks. I don't think I have any. I wish I knew where this stencil was right now, because I didn't plan on working with it. I didn't like pull it out. But I think like in some of the blank spaces on the pieces that I'm jelly printing now, this might work out well. I don't know if this is dark enough, and I don't think I have one like this in a solid black. See how that looks. Not too bad. I don't really care for this, but I do like that. And then I know I have plenty of black and white. I'm trying to see if I have any of the other pages. Oh, here's a good black one. Yeah, that one's a good one. I wish it had the frame around it like the other one did. So let me cut it out and see if I can get it to work. So this piece I also wouldn't consider finished. But it works. It will work okay. I mean, as a collage piece, I didn't consider it finished. So I'm gonna glue this down. All these glues kind of feel empty. This one is probably full. No, it isn't. I had one yesterday. Oh, I see it. Let me see how that looks. I think it's dry enough. Yeah, I'll come back to this. In between pulling prints, because I think this is dry enough. No, I'll let it dry a few seconds longer, because I don't want all of that paint to mix together. I kind of don't really want to see what's under this. If I did, I could wet this and put it down wet, and it would be translucent. But I don't really want to see any of this. That's kind of why I'm covering it up. So I don't want it to be translucent. Trying to make sure I got the glue down good. And this, like this thing here, you kind of got to be really careful, because this paper is still kind of fragile. So I really rarely even use anything to help put it down, because this paper would tear real easily. It's just that thin. For some reason, it takes, it works well on the jelly plate. It doesn't tear too much on that, but yeah, it's really fragile. So I really just kind of put it down like with my hands. let that dry. See, this I'm gonna put up here. And then I'll either wrap it around or cut off the excess. I haven't decided yet what I want to do other than put it down. This blue glue dries clear. If you didn't know, it just kind of shows you where you have glue and where you don't have glue. Yeah. And then I still might add like some stamping to this. But I think I like this better than what was going on before. A lot better. Try to at least make sure these edges are down good. But if not, I'll come back like with a wet glue and get under the edges. As you can see, like the one I tore, the edges wasn't down because the same way when I go back through it, I'll just try to make sure all the edges are down. But at this point, I just want it on the page, because if this wasn't going to be a pocket, I would be stitching through this, or you know, and around it and stuff like that. But since this is going to be a pocket, and then I might like find a little piece like this and put it down here. Yeah, let's do that. Because I know I have plenty of that in black and white. I kind of want this piece right here, down here. I don't really need a full square. I really want that piece, but I might just go ahead and just take this piece. Because part of it I'm gonna have to cut off anyway, because it's not, unless I go over something that's already there. Yeah, I just kind of like wanted this there. But then again, maybe I'll just do some stamping with some blacks right there, because I kind of don't want to cover up this green. I like this green on here. So I might add like some numbers. This isn't numbers. And then I'm gonna go back and do like something similar to all the other ones, but I like this stamp with the ladders to kind of give you something like abstract. Just in some of these blank places. Yeah, just a little something. Um, yeah, so at least it's not empty. Um, Trying to see if I want to add the number somewhere else. I kind of want to add half the number somewhere else, like maybe there. Yeah. Um, and I'll go back and add stamping and stuff to some of the other ones. I don't like intend to like just leave them blank. Trying to think if I want to add the number somewhere else. Let's add part of it on top of that label. I don't like that label showing through. I mean, it could show through, but I don't want it to be so obvious. Yeah. I like that. So I'll let that dry. And then I'll either tear off this or just flip it over and glue it on the other side. I haven't decided yet. But I do like that. So let me see if I can get this fabric, print on this fabric. I'm trying to see if I want to add anything else to it now. I'll come back like with my solid stamps like I did yesterday. I'm gonna let this dry and then see if I want to add something else to it. Yeah, I like that. And then I'll probably add like some a little bit of paint to it because I don't want I still want like some layering. This is like the first cover, but it'll probably be mostly like translucent paint because I do like this, but in places I don't want it like this stark black, so I'll add like some glazing medium maybe, or some sheer paint or some white in places, just so this is a lot more abstracted. Like I said, this is just like the first part of it, but I do want like some layering to go on. So that's like kind of how it's gonna look until I add a little bit of like white paint in places, like maybe here where I don't like where this paper bag is coming through, where I tore that stuff off. I might add some of that. I might, do I have a round stencil? I mean stamp. I think I do. I might find a round stamp and just stamp in those places that's just plain. But we'll see. We'll see what else I decide to do to it. But at least it kind of blends in with what I'm doing so far. I'm just gonna make sure this is shook up real well. But even shook up, it's still pretty liquidy. I'll put this top back on this glue. It might be dry enough to act right. Think I'm gonna try to put a little bit of the paint on first. I still wanted a little bit of white. I don't know, that kind of turned out to be too much paint. And then a few drops of this. It's difficult to get a few drops of this. Okay, I think it's drier than it was last time. I'm not picking up as much black paint. Now I don't know if I have enough paint, but just like paper, you can still go over it. Let me see if I can get the whole thing to pull up. Let's do this side. Fabric, you don't have to be gentle with it. Let me see if I can get it to come up. I hope the black didn't dry too much. I don't think it's gonna come up. I think the black did dry too much, but I'll just go over it again. Yeah, I think the black did dry too much, so all I got was like some solid red. I'm gonna put a little bit more paint to see if I can get it to come up. Put a little bit more white, but I still gotta put the medium in there. See, now I think it's too much again. I wish I had some cotton fabric to print on, even though I've done silk before. I don't know where it is. I'm trying to think if it's in that cabinet behind me. I'm trying to think, did I use the same stencil? Yeah, I think this is too much paint, and the other was too little. But let me see. I have plenty more of this silk. If it don't work, I can just add some ink to it. Trying to see if that piece of fabric that I dyed is, that I painted, is near me, but no, I don't think it is. One day I'll be organized. One day. If this doesn't work, then I'll probably do like the ink thing on here, or just rubber stamp. Stamp it. Cause it's like you gotta let it dry, or the black is gonna blend with everything. See, now the black is not coming up at all, so I might have to do the black again. Speaking of which, let me pull this on this side. See if I can get that to come up on the paper. So I'll probably have to do the black again, but not wait so long. But it still looked damp when I looked at it. Trying to wipe some of the stuff off my fingers. Yeah, because it's not even all coming up with the paper. Some of it is, but some of it isn't. Yeah. So this page really looks good. So I'm probably gonna have to do the black again And I might just do the black again by itself. Some of it came up, but not all of it. And I kind of want more of it to come up. So I'm going to do the black by itself. Trying to think if I want to make it sheer, and add some of the, I'm going to add a little bit of this in. And then I'm just going to try to pull the black up without adding the red to it, since I already have red on here. Add a little bit of that. After I pull up the first print, I'm going to try to just pull what's left on the plate up just straight on the fabric. Yeah, let's see, this is a little bit more translucent. For some reason, I like that look more than the mostly opaque look. I like the more translucent. Let's see if I can get the black to come up now. Look like it is coming up, at least in some spots I see it. Oh yeah. Yeah, I like that. So even the first part still didn't come up. Let me see if I can get this the other side up too. I was about to go on the wrong side. See if I can get that side to come up too. So yeah, I'll let that dry too long. Yeah, some of it came up, some of it didn't. Oh, I see that I did that on the other side, but I wanted it on. I want everything on this side. I think. Yeah, I really like this. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mix this again to still try to get something a lot sheerer. Oh, made it too dark. It's okay. It is okay. I want to do part of this on here. We're gonna do it on this side. See if I can get some of the red and some of the stuff that's left on there. Okay. I like that. I'm gonna do a little bit on this side. I'm trying to hurry up and get it before it dries, and then I'll show you the whole thing. And then the rest down here. Trying to take advantage of all of this paint that's on here. And then I'll probably like do just some of this red in the background on the other side. Yeah, see, I like this. I like it a lot. So that's the top part. And then I'll just probably add a little bit of red on this side. Or do I want to just pull the rest of this? Let's see if we can get a little bit on the side, on this side, and then in the places where it's white, like over here, really mainly right there. Okay. Maybe I can do this bottom half too. So not much more came up, but I like this. Trying to debate what else I want to add to it. If I just want to leave this as black and white, or if I want to add. See, I like that it keeps the fabric hand. Trying to debate if I want to add that red down here, or leave this black and white. I wish I can add like a dark red, and then let me see if I can do. I'm gonna add it without the white, just a little bit. I don't even need to cover the whole plate, and then I'm just gonna do the rest with just some of this right here. It's not dry. I kind of don't mind it. I don't mind it. That the paint moved a little bit. I kind of wanted this to be darker red, but I'm gonna go with what we got on the plate, and then just go over the bottom half. Let's go down here. Yeah, that's not bad. I still have some left. I'm gonna leave the middle section the way it is. Let me see if I can get the rest of this edge. Just the edge. Then I'll put the rest on here. Put the rest on here. Yeah, because it's just like adding like a solid color to that. Yeah, I really like this. I'm tempted to spray it with a little bit of coffee. But no, I'm not gonna spray it with coffee because I kind of like it the way it is. I'm trying to see if I can get the whole thing in camera, but I can't. Yeah, so I like this the way it is. So even though I'm just gonna be using like strips at a time, I'm gonna let it dry completely. Trying to debate if I want to add something to it, even if it's just like some rubber stamping. Um, I might wait and see like what strip I get when I start hinging, using it as a hinge. But I'm gonna let it dry, so that way when I start putting the envelopes down, I have fabric that has the same and similar, imagery. But so I like this. I'm the only thing I'm debating about is if I want to keep this strip white or go back with just some of this white metallic. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. Um. Oh, I can't believe it. I made it 2 hours. Let me see if I can make it a little while longer because I kind of want to. Let me see these pages, but I might have to finish these next week and get off of my back. They still kind of damp, so I still really can't jelly print on them the way I want to anyway, because they're still quite damp. But these are going to be the 4 that I'm going to be adding to the signatures. But yeah, I can't jelly print on them. They still quite damp, so I'll have to let them dry. Tuesday stream is probably going to be around noon, maybe a little bit later, because I know I have to take my brother to the dentist again to get his second extraction. He has to get oral surgery so he can't drive himself. You know, they give you the stuff to calm you down and stuff like that. So that's why I have to take them. So yeah, I like this. Did I do anything else? And I really like this too. I really like how this came out. I kind of want to use this now. Everything is all over the place. Oh, what them other pages I did? Let me look at them. I kind of want to put this on here. Yeah, kind of either just like this or with this on the bottom. I think I like it with this on the top. Yeah, kind of like this here. And see, this is that paper that came off, and as you can see, it's still stuck on there. So it's just going to be like a little overhang that I can just cut off later. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna glue this on here. I really like this, the way this turned out. So let me see if I can thickly put some glue on here over the whole thing. Like I said, if I don't get the edges, I can go back and do the edges. It's the middle that you really can't go back and do. The edges are simple to go back and add glue to. I know next week sometime I'm gonna have to start my physical therapy. I kind of been dodging it probably as long as I can. That's probably another reason why my back is hurting. So I haven't started my physical therapy yet. Do I want this more straight? No, I'm gonna leave it just the way it is. Yeah, I like this a lot. What's on the back? I might flip this over. We'll see. I'll flip part of it over. See if I can get this glued down everywhere, at least in the middle. And then, like I said, you really can't use like the scraper thing, or you might tear it. So I just really just try to go with my hands and put it down everywhere, and then where it's overhanging, I'll tear it, or I might just flip this inside because I don't want to keep that either. So I'll see. I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'll see what I want to do with it. But yeah, this piece turned out really nice. So it'll end up looking something like this once it's dry. And then I'll just have like a little on the top and on the bottom to cut out. I think it's glued down everywhere. Yeah, this piece turned out really well. So it's nice when you get a piece that can stand on its own as a full composition, but also if I want to add something, I still can, and I probably will. Maybe I'll add like a little floral piece over here, in either the red or the black, and then that I would wet so I can see underneath, so I can see through, because I like this. I might just keep this and like get a black pen and just turn it on the side and do some writing, some type of mark making, something that looks like writing, but it's not like really writing. Some of that. So yeah, I like this a lot. Trying to think, is there? Oh, I was gonna get these pages. See how quickly my brain goes to the left. So this one I did. I'm gonna add some white to this one, and then that'll be some good collage paper. I did show these front and back. Let me see. I know I showed them on one side, but yeah, they're still wet. But that's the front and back of that one, front and back so far. But when it dries, I'll come back and add some jelly printing to it. That's just this one. So this one has a little bit of jelly printing, and then the front and back, I'll probably cover most of this up. Back is not too bad. Same with this one. I kind of like it the way it is. So this one, so this is how it dried. So even though it has like something on it, it still dried fairly nice. I don't know, I might add some more to this. At minimum, some lines. Try to get this thing to keep going to the further depths of my desk. I'm gonna move this, but I'm gonna spray through that and through that. I don't want any of the papers under here. I can use something, spray through here to try to get some of this line. That's kind of what I mean, like when I'm on the road, I don't want to stop, but I kind of gotta, my body is the boss. And I gotta listen to the boss, or I'll be in worse off condition. Okay, yeah, that's good. And that might dry kind of good, but we'll see. As you know, that this paper isn't the best for that. So let me move this over because it's damp. Look at this one. This one I didn't add too much. Just added a little bit here, but this one you could barely tell where I added anything. I can tell, but it's difficult to see. Yeah, it's really difficult to see because it was already this color. I probably should have added with black, or did I add it on this side? I don't know. You can see the numbers a little bit. I think I added it on the inside. I might come back with some black. I don't know. I might just leave it and then just add something sheer with some collage. Then we got this piece. Ooh, I really like how this one turned out. I don't know if it went through to the other side. No, not much. So I might add something to the back. Or I might not, just collage on one side. This one right here. Oh, this turned out really nice. Nothing on the side. It went through a little bit, but I didn't really add anything to that side. This one right here. So I just added something on the back side. It didn't really go through to the inside. Like I said, these are thicker papers. A lot of times my books, I either use like 28 pound or 32 pound. The other paper might be the same, but this has like ink and stuff on it. It has stuff to, you know, thicken it. It's, I guess the word I'm saying, to make it a little bit thicker. So it has like acrylic ink. That's what this is, the black part. Then we got this one that I didn't really add too much to, just a little bit of coffee. So these are, I didn't add as much as I did yesterday, but try to see if there was anything else. There isn't. These are just some of the ones I was like spraying through that I'll probably use as some collage at some point. I was just getting ready to say tomorrow, but I won't be streaming tomorrow. I don't know. I might do like cause after my art streams, I get so excited about like what I made in them. So I'm just kind of ready to do like the next thing. But we'll see how I feel if I can put in like an evening stream where I catch up. Um, if I decide to work on this before next weekend, I'll probably just turn the camera on, even if it's just for like an hour or so. So I might just start doing that if I decide to work on it. And I know it's going to be like longer than like 10 or 15 minutes. I'll probably just turn the camera on and work on it on stream. Um, it'll probably be a less like step by step, but just me working how I work. And I'll do a couple of those and see if y'all care for them. I guess I can say, and then we'll play it by ear like that. But today I gotta go. I gotta go today. But I'll be back Tuesday. Back with the game. I'm probably gonna start over because I've kind of like come to like an impasse. But I'll see. I might play tomorrow and see if there's any way, play off stream and see if there's any way I can save my community that I'm working with. But I don't know. So thank you guys for being here. Hopefully I'll see you guys one day next week if you're into gaming. If not, next weekend. Unless I do like a pop-up stream during the week, which I might do. I'm sure I'll feel better after I start physical therapy. Not immediately, but eventually after I start physical therapy, this pain will go back to where it came from. But thank you guys for being here. Trying to make sure I'm not in an ad because I don't want to end in an ad.